as you may know or may not know, there is going to be a photo contest, a photo print screen contest in Star Wars: The Old Republic. And in this video I'm gonna talk all about it, and I'm going to give you some tips and tricks on how to make some awesome print screens and submit them. As you all know, it's a 10-year anniversary of Star Wars: The Old Republic, and developers have officially, I'm just gonna grab it right now with you, like there's so much to go over. So what you want to do is you make a print screen of an amazing location in-game, but it has to be without your player character. It can have NPCs, it can have like creatures, it can have pretty much everything else, but you are not allowed to have... Well, let me grab the figure. I'm also gonna show it on the screen as well. So you can submit one entry per person per planet. And you're not allowed to have a player character in it. The game UI has to be turned off. Screenshots of cinematics are not allowed. No additional editing, so no Photoshop or any type of software, guys. Not allowed. Then camera settings must be within intended in-game parameters. English is hard, very hard. Graphic settings must be very high or ultra. Image size must be 1920 by 1080, which is just the average screen size. And the image format has to be JPEG. Not PNG, but JPEG. Very important, guys. And the email must be sent to... I'm gonna show it in the screen where you need to send it into. Then the best view in SWTOR contest, and then like little stripe, and then the planet name. That's very important, guys, because they need to know what type of email it is, like what type of planet your submission will be. And the submission information also must have your account name, one of your characters on your list account, and the server that's on. And what's also really awesome, guys, that you can join in no matter what your subscriber status is. So if you're a subscriber, free to play, or preferred, like, you can join in, and it's so freaking cool. And also the prices are just... holy damn, like, I don't even know how to say it, but getting your own decoration, like, that's just so cool, guys, because I'm just gonna show it in the screen, and I wish they could like have some like the format, like, of course we don't know how it's gonna look like, but you're gonna have your own guild, did I pronounce it right? Gilded Stronghold decoration. So pretty much what you have will be put into the game. And it's gonna also be put on the website. It's gonna be put... That's so cool! Like, imagine you winning this. That is really, really cool. But yeah, you have your chance to submit it until... Let me see. I'm gonna butcher it. So 11:59 PM CDT. I think that's Central Daytime. On the 5th of October 2021. So that's the ultimate time that you can send it in to the email that I'm showing. And yeah, there is so much more. You have to be from a certain country, and there's a lot of information. I'm also gonna put it into the description where you can find this news article about this contest, because it's really freaking cool. And I'm so excited. Like, you can see that I'm excited. I'm also a photographer in real life, and I like taking print screens and taking screenshots and making videos and filming and all those stuff. So just going around and having a competition like this is so freaking cool. It's really, really cool, and it really has me excited. Yeah, that's also what I want to talk about in the video, because what I just spoke about are just some regular things. Like, go read on the website. There's so much more. Go do it after the video, because I also want to share some tips and tricks on how to become better at taking print screens. Like, I do this pretty much every single time when I record things. Like, I go around places, try to find nice spots to record, think about lighting, composition. And if you're like, Avi, what the heck are you talking about? Lighting, composition, why is it very important? Well, hold on to your bantas 1 second. I will get to that. Guys, it's so cool. Go join into this competition. This doesn't happen often. I've never seen this happen anywhere in any other game, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, what I want to say, I want to give some information and some advice on how to make awesome print screens and how to make... I like to say that I have done a photography study. I have gone to the University of Applied Photography in the Netherlands and I've done a multimedia study, and this is what I have become. I want to share some tips and tricks on how you can make some really awesome print screens. And first of all, as I said, like, turn the UI off, turn nameplates off, turn all those things off. Like, that is just mandatory. That's just mandatory. Same thing with Mac settings. Like, if your computer cannot really handle it, like, what I usually do is, this was back in the day when I could not really run to cool places, like, I would go on very low settings on my potato laptop. When I got to the spot, I was like, okay, this is really cool. I would turn it up to high, make the print screen, and then turn it back to low, so I would not kill my computer. About photography tips is you want to think about composition, and I'm gonna show you guys in the video what I mean with composition. So what you can see here is Jeff, the NPC. I'm just gonna call him Jeff from now on. There, Jeff. Hello, Jeff. You're gonna be my model for today. So for composition, I want to think like, okay, where do you want to position yourself, your camera, compared to the thing you want to print screen? So in this case, Jeff. Jeff is gonna be your victim. So you want to think about empty space. Like, you can place him on the left, you can place him on the right, you can place him in the middle, zoomed in, zoomed out. What do you want to do? But you also want to think about foreground. Like, do you want to have something like, there are some very beautiful, they are called like frog shots in the Netherlands. I don't know exactly what the English equivalent from it is. So it's like from the bottom here, like this is the camera and this is your thing that you want to photograph. I cannot English anymore. You place the camera here and you basically shoot upwards. But you can also do like a bird's eye view, that this is your camera and this is your subject. And you make a picture from below to down. That's one of the things you can think about. Like, hey, where do I want to position myself? Where do I want the composition to be? Also, do I want to have a full frame? Like, do I want to like close up on something? Like, do I want to be into the face of someone? Like, hello, close up. Why am I doing this? I'm crazy. I'm absolutely crazy. But yeah, you can do close up. You can do like all the way back so it's not filling. All different things you want to think about when doing photography and composition, and like even right now with composition, like how strange would it be if I would be sitting like this, like, hello guys, this is the video, my name is Avi. Like, there is so much space, empty space, if I sit like this. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. And it's the same thing with print screens. Like, if you want to print screen photography, a picture, think about the composition. Very important. Well, I also talked about the viewpoint with like the frog and bird eye perspective, but you can also think about symmetry. And there are some really cool places around, for example, on Korriban with like the statues, where there's one on the left. It's right for you, but for the right and on the left, and you just place it in the middle and just have the symmetry be there, or with viewpoints, because our eyes are trained to look from the left to the right. And usually, like, you can look with lights, like, it's so, like, there are so many rules to photography, and I'm gonna link some really awesome links in the description on where you can find more information about photography and things you can keep in mind when making those print screens. I can talk hours about photography and filmography and all those things. Like, I'm such a nerd. I am such a nerd thinking about that. And also very important, and it's kind of a thing that I learned in photography, is you take 100 print screens, for example, and in the end there are only 5 good ones. I went out on like photo tests things, and you take a lot of pictures, but usually you have to be very, how do you say it, critical about your work. Like, you can run around, and it's not bad running around, trying to find different angles, trying to find the right spot, make a print screen, think that's a really great place, but then like, oh well, maybe if I move like 2 meters to the left and take a print screen from there, like maybe that's a little bit better. Or what if I zoom out a little bit more, or do a frog eye perspective or bird eye perspective. All those things, just play around. It doesn't hurt. Like, we have plenty of time until the 5th of October, well, of this video right now. So if you're watching in the future, you might not have enough time if you're watching this, or it's already ended. Who knows? Just experiment. try out little things. That's how you do it. And there's also a thing, and you might run into it, because you might not be the only one going around running like a hellish chicken, trying to find the right spot. There will be other players doing the exact same thing, because it's a really awesome competition. So what I do usually when, for example, making just a video, like trying to find a spot where players do not run through the screen, because how, like, I don't know how it is, but if you're, for example, trying to make a picture of something, you're on a holiday, you're like, I want to photograph this thing, and you want to take a picture, and there's someone walking right to the screen. Like, you just feel the frustration when this happens. It's like, oh, great. Or no, there's a car driving right through my picture. Let's just wait till the car gets past. It will happen to you in this contest, and it's just about patience, patience, patience. Or move to a different location. That's what I do. People sometimes ask, like, hey Avi, why the heck are you playing on the American server? As you guys know, I'm from Europe, so usually when I go somewhere to shoot, most Americans are asleep when I'm awake. Which is great, because it won't be crowded on the places where I try to shoot. Same thing with PTS. If you have PTS and you can get a server or character transfer there, and just run around. Like, usually the starter planets are available. Usually. And it should not be too crowded over there. I wish there was, like, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Final Fantasy. I'm playing Final Fantasy. There is a thing called G-Post in there, where you can just toggle off enemy players or friendly players or pretty much any type of thing that you don't want to be in the shot. So you just only have, like, the surroundings you want to photograph. I wish we had this mode for this. Maybe one day. Wink wink. Hey guys, can you please implement that? It would be so great for this competition. Okay, yeah, yes, no, I really would love that if they would implement that. But for now, you have to be creative and just hope for the best that nobody will just walk right into the picture when you try to take a print screen. That's the only thing that I can right now advise. And yeah, that was it. No. I'm forgetting one thing. Yes. So, when you're running around, you want to most likely also toggle walking sometimes. Because if you're just regular running, you can just shoot behind those 2 meters. And you're like, oh no, what's the pose again? And what was the location I was in? So you want to toggle walking. And one other thing that I also do with my own video making is if you have like a HK jetpack or any type of other jetpack, and you just want to have like a little bit of a different angle when just standing, go onto the jetpack and zoom completely in. It's not much, but it will have a difference in your angle of the camera. Like, it's just a little bit of a thing. Like, you can go to another mount, but some mounts, it will just get into the shot, even if you're zoomed in, and you just cannot submit those print screens, pretty much. But yeah, if you have a jetpack, try that out. I use it for my own videos. There is so much more I can talk about it. Like, as I said, there is in the description. And there is a link in the description. That's one say there's a description. Of course there's a description. There is a link in the description on photography tips and where you can find like the terms of services, rules, etc. for this contest. But yeah, I hope you guys all found this video very entertaining. I found it very fun to talk about photography and just overall giving tips and tricks and just overall there's this awesome competition. But yes guys, thank you all so much for watching. If you're not subscribed, if you don't know me, maybe you just skipped right through it. I'm Avi, I talk about Star Wars, SWTOR, lots of other crazy stuff. So yeah, I don't know what to say. I will see you on the next video. Maybe I should say that. Hey, talk to you guys later. Bye.